Alrighty, fellas. What's the move? Do we go M340i or do we wait for the M2 xDrive? That's right. Before we get into it, fellas, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I think this is just going to be a relaxed video. We're just going to figure out the data, what makes sense, the logic, the spectacle. The rumor has been confirmed. There's going to be an M2 xDrive, M340i, M2 xDrive, probably going to be in the same price point. M2 probably going to be a little bit more. It's not like we're comparing an M340i versus an M3 price point wise. Okay, that's a pretty big delta. We're looking at like a 30 grand delta. This M2 xDrive, I would think realistically would probably be 77. A new M340i usually is around like 72. So fellas, what is the move? The M2 xDrive would be a very, very interesting contender to an M340i from an ownership standpoint in terms of overall value. So normally an xDrive variant, at least when we're talking X5s, is about a $2,000 difference. I don't know what the M3 is competition. I mean, I probably could look it up right now of an M3 comp versus an M3 comp xDrive. I think it might be 3 grand or 2,500. I would assume this M2 xDrive would probably be $2,000 to $2,500 difference between the M2 now. So that is making me think, what do we do for this next car? If you guys already don't know, I sold my ZL1. I bought a Corvette to rent out for the summertime. But obviously after the summertime, I'm still gonna have that Corvette. I'm wondering, what do we do from there? Corvette's doing really, really well. Might bring it down to the Phoenix market, might keep renting it there. If it's kind of hit or miss, obviously I'm gonna wanna dump it. I don't wanna, it doesn't make sense from an ROI position. It kind of leaves up the question, what is the next car that we get for this channel? And what is a car that would be a fun daily driver that's really good value? So that's what this video is gonna break down. So if you guys are all about value and you're trying to figure out logically as a car guy, especially BMW, what should you do? This is just how I'm thinking about this, because M340i hands down is the best value to performance car on the market. Technically, you could argue the M3 is, right? Even though it's more money, but still for the performance you get value-wise, it's a great option. However, the M340i, I think value to value is the stronger choice. And when I say that, I mean, obviously a little bit of modifications on the B58 can get you well above the power of an M3, even when an M3 obviously has downpipe tune, OTS, ethanol, things like that. So the M340i definitely edges it out just due to the B58. This got me thinking, obviously, not only was the M2 xDrive confirmed, but M2 is also coming out with a track pack. And no, not this kind of track pack. All right, the dog's just got a nice bone right now. They're going crazy. I'm on a hammock. You can see the feet there. Anyways, not only did the track pack get confirmed, which definitely makes it a very, very strong contender, especially if the M2's xDrive with a track pack like that, that would be absurd. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. The only issue is they're rumored to have it be like a $20,000 upgrade, which to me, that changes things. Doesn't make as much sense. I know the wing on it's supposed to be the same as the GT3 car. You have a bunch of adjustable coilover, rebound, damping, all that kind of good stuff. You get little winglets in the front. For it really to be worth that price, I guess we'll see. Hopefully we'll have more information about that, because that package is supposed to drop officially in July for the M2, right? We got to put our thinking caps on here and put together a plan, because obviously both are great cars, but one has a little bit more utility than the other, which obviously the M340i does. The M2 does not. However, at the M2's price point with an S58 engine, the value is very, very strong. We know we're sacrificing a lot with that car. Looks wise, it's grown on me a little bit. We just had an M2 CS come through our dealer the other day, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I couldn't stop looking at it. Duckbill wing on the back or the trunk with the gold CS wheels, just the aggressiveness on that car. I was kind of shocked, and it made me think, dang, if I got an M2, I technically could make it look like that. And it definitely threw a curveball at me that I wasn't expecting. That also brings me back to another point, which you're probably asking, okay, why not an M340i xDrive? And I think it just comes down to the only thing that justifies the M2 in my book is just the S58. I don't think I could own an M240i just with the B58. Technically, that is the best value car in terms of pure performance, but looks and utility wise, I think the M340 still edges it out, as well as curb appeal. So for me, the M2 makes sense as an M car because value obviously is very strong with those cars. Market demand, I'd say between the M3 and the M2, they have the strongest in terms of the G chassis market. The M4, not as much. I mean, it still has great value retention, but the M2 is a pure enthusiast car. So it's gonna garner a little bit more respect in the market in that sense. That is why I'm comparing it to the M2. Also, price point wise, new, they're pretty much the same. The M2 xDrive would probably be a touch more with the options that you'd want than the M340i. But then used wise, that's what also is a curveball. The M2 is gonna hold its value very well. The M340i is gonna have a little bit of depreciation. Just going on the market right now, you can pick those cars up 20,000 miles, you know, 2024 and up for like low 50s. Obviously I would look at a 25, 26, but you can't tune them yet, so it's kind of out of the discussion. So right now we're really looking at 23, 24-ish, some 2020s, but not as much, just because I actually like the LCI. So I wanted to make this video to see what you guys would think. You know, obviously with all the DI upgrades you can do right now on the B58 platform, it definitely is getting me pretty excited. Even getting by with something as small as a DS3 by Dorch with the S58 injector, pure 900 DAS 6969, you're making 650 wheel, which is pretty good, and that's without building a trans. Obviously the M2 though, on the S58, you're looking at probably a little over 700 on E40. I mean, that's just downpipe tune. There's really not much you have to do to the car. At that point, you're looking at probably 80 grand for that car. For the M340i, usually these upgrades, if we're going to be conservative, probably 8 to 10 grand. So let's say I picked one up for 53, we're looking at 63 all in. So that's what we're trying to figure out here is, does it make sense to wait for an M2 xDrive just to get the S58 at a really, really good value as just a pure daily driver, or the M340i? And that's what I've been bamboozled on, guys. Like, I can't figure it out. I'm stuck. I mean, it's exciting. In my mind, value retention, the M2 is the move, especially if it's xDrive. However, the looks just don't really do it for me. I mean, I love the M2, and the only reason I even thought of it as a contender is once I saw the CS in person, I'm like, okay, you know what? If I can make it look like that, a little different of a game plan here. But even with the track pack, it throws a curveball, because that could be really cool, guys. I mean, obviously being an employee at BMW, I get CEL, meaning like center employee. You know, I can get into these cars much lower than the public obviously can, depending on what they're gonna have that track pack priced at. I don't know if it justifies it. It's something to think about, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because it's exciting. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. I think if I was leaning right now on a car, probably saying M2 xDrive, just because it's like, man, if I can get into that car for 65, 70 brand new, that would be a steal, man. And that's really good equity to be held in a car like that. I don't think they're really going to depreciate, especially the xDrives, and that car would probably be a lot of fun, man. You know, just downpipe tune is all you'd have to do. I think it actually edges out the M340i, which before, if that didn't exist, it would be M340i hands down. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We'll see what happens in July when they release that track pack. That's going to be interesting, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I thought, you know what? I'm on the hammock right now. The dogs are having a bone. Why not make a video? Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So make sure you like and subscribe. Tune in for more. This is going to be interesting to see what we're going to do. Appreciate it as always, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.